Okay guys, it's Monday. I'm off work. Got my bike here. Get ready to go for a ride. I figure I'd give you guys a different perspective here. I've got my chest rig on, so you'll be getting a point of view from my chest rig. My phone on my chest, looking over the handlebars. Hopefully it's working out and it's aimed right where you guys can see. A little bit of a different trail, but one of the same parks that I always go to, but you guys haven't seen nearly all the trails at any of the parks that I go to. But you're about to see this part of the trail here on this park here. Okay, good. This right here usually gets flooded down through here. I had to lean over because that bridge is kind of low. But anyway, some people on the trail coming from the other direction. It's all good. But anyway, I found out some interesting information today on the job. One of my co-workers threw my ass under the bus. Let me explain. Remember those days I was telling you guys I would come in to go to work, and they would finally get me a truck, and then they put me on a truck with a driver, usually a new driver, and a couple of times they put me on with some experienced drivers, but most of the time it was with new drivers. And the new drivers that I'm on, a couple of them, I was in the same orientation with them. They remembered me in orientation. Of course, I didn't remember them because most people are unremarkable, unmemorable, and I'm not in the habit of staring in people's face and looking into their fucking souls and trying to recognize them from a damn rap sheet and shit. You know, I simply don't take that much detail when I look at somebody. Maybe a female, I might stare her up and down, look at her, see if she's doable or not. But other than that, when it comes to motherfuckers, you know, this motherfucker ain't got a gun, a baseball bat, or something in his hand that he can hurt me with, and he don't look like he's coming at me in a threatening manner. I don't pay attention to him. You know, I'll look at him, size him up, see what's going on. Okay, this guy is not a threat. He's not posturing on me. He's not coming at me, you know. So I just forget about it. I just go ahead on about my business. Go ahead on. I don't stare him all up in the face trying to remember him, trying to see if I know him from somewhere before or something like that. Now the guy I saw at the gas station, I worked with him for like 8 months. You know, I saw him every day. You know, and it's been 3 months since they fired me from that job. So his face was still fresh in my mind. So even though he had his hair different, wherever I recognized him, you know, because I see him every day, you know, and I remember him, you know, and we got along good, you know, we had a good rapport, you know, but people I saw at the orientation, there was about 50 people in that room, you know, so you got that many faces, they all become a blur to me. But the point I'm trying to make is, I rode with a couple of the guys that were in the orientation with me. They were new drivers, and I was a new loader. And I ended up on the truck with a couple of them. You know, now I'm on the truck with them, and they're new, so they don't know the route. They can't read the map for whatever reason. I don't know why they can't read the damn map. You're supposed to be a driver. You should be able to read a damn map. But these guys didn't seem to be able to read a map. But so they struggled, you know, trying to do the route or whatever. And I got no intention of being a wingman for one of these guys. You're supposed to be the driver. You're supposed to be able to read the map. I'm not going to help you read the map. I'm not going to navigate for you. I'm going to sit my ass in my seat. And when it's time for me to do loading, I'm going to load. You know, I ain't going to ask you to come out there to help me load. And I'm not going to help you drive this damn truck. That's your job. So, anyway, being that these guys don't know their routes, and they don't, you know, they're not very efficient at it, they're going to be slow, you know. Now me, I'm a hard worker. Now I'm new, but it's physical work. Even though I'm new at it, just starting, I've done it before, so it ain't a complete, you know, mystery to me. You know, it's putting stuff on a truck or whatever, you know, a garbage truck. Some days it's garbage. Some days it's compost. Some days it's recyclable. So, depending on what it is that day that we're picking up, that's what I put on the truck. But, you know, because of these guys not knowing the route and everything, they're gonna go slow, you know. Now I'm new too, so loading the truck, I'm not gonna be as fast as these young guys that do it every day and have gotten conditioned to it. So I'm gonna be slow too, you know. But these guys, the people in the office, well, the guy I'm working with now, he told me that, man, you're a good loader and whatever. I'm working with a guy that's doing recycling now. I've been doing it with him for a whole week now. So I got a steady driver. Passing on your left. Thank you. So I'm working with this guy, and he's like, man, you fast, you know, you do a good job, you know. And he asks me every day to be on his truck with him, you know. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got a truck I can go to every day or whatever. This guy likes the way I work. I like the way he handles his business. He knows his route. He don't have to look at no map or nothing. We're working efficiently, getting stuff done. Everything works out good. I'm loving it. I'm just loving it, guys. So, anyway, he tells me that, yeah, man, the guy you worked with before, he threw you under the bus. He say, you was slow, whatever. I say, what? He told him I was slow. Yeah, man. He said that's why they can't get the route, because he was asking them why come they were so slow on the route. They wasn't getting stuff done. And he told him because his loader is slow. I'm like, they don't be getting the route fast enough because the guy is slow about finding the routes and stuff and backtracking and whatever. Of course, I didn't, you know, say to the boss about that. They don't ask me nothing. They don't ask the loader nothing. Everything is going through the driver. Whatever the driver says goes, pretty much. So I'm like, no. I load my butt off. It ain't my fault that we're going slow. When he's going around the route over and over again, and one of the drivers, he's too big to be jumping up and down off the truck to help me. You know, some of the drivers will help you. They'll get out and help, and others won't. I'm turning around and I'm going back now. I think this will take me back. So, this guy, he's just too big to jump on and off the truck and do that and everything. None of the other drivers want to work with him, because if they work with him, they got to load all day long, because this guy refuses to get off the truck and load. He can't do it, you know, because he's physically, you know, too big and out of shape to actually do it. And nobody wants to work with him. But I work with him. I don't have no problem working with him. I have no problem with him not being able to get on and off the truck. I'm like, I'll do it. I'll do it all. I'll get it all, both sides, no problem. You know, it's just going to take me longer because I don't have anybody to help me. Well, he didn't take that into account when he was telling them how slow they were and that he was getting lost and didn't know the route and everything. You know, that they need to give him a route that he can learn every day or whatever. He didn't man up and tell him what the deal was. Instead of telling them it was his shortcomings that slowed things down, he tell them that, well, I got a slow loader. And this guy's new. We was in orientation together. You know, and plus he say I'm old and whatever. These guys done size me up. They know I'm old. They don't know how old I am, but they know I'm old. So, and the people, the supervisors, they look at me, they say, okay, yeah, I got gray hairs, everything. So they figure, yeah, he's slow because he's old and whatever. So that's why I was finding myself sitting on the goddamn bench waiting for a truck day in and day out. And then they wanted to have me clean up around the yard, you know, doing bitch work. So everything made sense. It's because his fat ass told him that I was slow, you know, and I was helping him out. Nobody else wanted to work with him because he don't want to get out the truck or whatever. I'm the only one that'll work with him. So, and the only one guy gonna work with him, he gonna throw him under the bus. Now, ain't that some bullshit? You know, but that's just the way people are. You know, I never would have known that. And the other guy is older. He say, I don't know if he said nothing bad about you or not, but you know, you ain't on his truck either. So he probably using you as an excuse too. You know how they stick together. I'm like, okay, makes sense. So, but now I got a good driver that knows that I know what I'm doing, and I've been working with him all last week, and so far again this week, he likes me working with him. I'm gonna get his number tomorrow, so I'll be able to get in touch with him, so that we can make sure we get, you know, on the same truck every day. And I can find him in the yard, because sometimes they just give you the number of the truck. You gotta search the yard to find it. But I get along good with this guy. We got stuff in common. He's got a dog, I got a dog. He's got kids, he got people living with him. He's got drama in his life. You know, yeah, he's fucked. But he wants to make that money. He needs to make that money. He's got hobbies too. He rides remote control cars and stuff, whatever. Pretty expensive hobby, you know, whatever. I do drones and whatever. So I can talk to this guy. He's a black guy too, just like me. So things have worked out pretty good for me. The days go by fast. I don't work really hard because I'm doing all recycling with this guy. So I don't have to be getting all dirty from messing with that damn garbage or compost. Compost could be just as nasty as garbage, you know. But I don't have to deal with either of those. Stay pretty much clean when you do recycling. It's just bottles and cans and stuff, you know, cardboard, stuff like that. You're just emptying those little bins, pretty much. And pretty easy work and not heavy. And I like it. Worked out good. Worked out real good. So, anyway, just thought I'd let you guys know what's going on with that. You know, now I see why they did me the way they did me. They were discriminating because of my age, and they know how old I am. They know my full name. They got your full name. They got your life story. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anybody that has your full name has you. They know how old you are. They know where you live. They know your pretty much education level. They know your marital status. They know your child status, whatever. They don't know whether or not you do drugs or not. They don't know what you do for hobbies after work unless you tell them, and they'll be sneaky and try to get information on you. I don't tell them whether, don't want to come around that too fast because there could be slippery mud. I had to slow down a little bit. I used both brakes that time. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the view. Hope the camera is set up good for you guys to be able to see the ride good here and everything. Hope it's not too shaky. And hope you can hear me. And hope you found my little story interesting. You know, just dealing with people at work. You know, just understand, co-workers will throw your ass under the bus if it's gonna save their skin all day long. They will throw your ass right under the bus. We are. Yes, they will. So, and it's a good job. It's a good job, guys. It's good money. It's not very hard work. And I'm liking it, you know. So, it's all good. It's all good. Coming around the curve here. Whoa. A little sharp turn there. Making my way back. Hopefully this recorded the whole ride. Something different. Never recorded this section of the trail before. This could be considered a beginner's trail here. You just got your first mountain bike or whatever, because it's nice and smooth. It's got some winds and turns in it. It's got some steep downhill stuff that'll get you going kind of fast. But nothing that's not manageable. If you got decent brakes, you can slow down. No real big